Hey guys, so this is going to be answers to your questions part 3, and this video is going to be all things related to weight loss, and I'm quickly losing light out there. It's kind of later in the evening, so I hope I can get through this. I have a light set up here, so I hope I don't look too weird. But anyways, and my questions are down below here on my laptop, so I'm going to read off of here. So first question, how far or for how long do you run? It really depends. Like, the shortest run I'll do is about maybe 20 or 25 minutes if I don't have a lot of time, just kind of around my neighborhood, and that usually ends up being about 2 miles-ish. If I'm on the treadmill at the gym, I could do 45 minutes, just like as a regular run. I've been running a lot, so I've kind of built up that endurance. I definitely didn't start off running that far, but 5K feels completely normal to me now, whereas before I couldn't even run 1K. So yeah, and then I can run as long as like an hour, around 8K, 9K. So yeah, that's kind of what I do when I run. I've been doing step class recently at our YMCA when I take the girls there, and I've really been enjoying that. It's like, it's tricking my body a little bit because I'm not used to those movements, so that's a great workout too. Just wanted to throw that in there. Do you have any suggestions for great workout wear? Well, I love Lululemon. It is more expensive, but I love their yoga pants and capris, their tank tops, even their sports bras. They're all awesome, and they have really cute styles. I've also been wearing tank tops with the built-in shelf bra and then a sports bra under it, but those are from Costco. They were out last year. I haven't seen them back yet. I hope they come back. Maybe I'll let you guys know if I do see them back, because they were really cheap and they've held up super well. So I think that's mostly what I wear. Costco also sells pants that are similar to Lululemon, and I have some of those too. So that's what I would recommend. What are your personal goals now that the weight is off? And then there's a bunch of other questions. Sorry, I didn't separate all the questions. What are my personal goals now that the weight is off? I don't know. Well, I'm still going on my weight loss. Like, I've hit the top of the weight range for my height, which is 169. I'm a little bit below that now, but I wanted to keep going, maybe 10 more pounds or so. So I think my goal is to continue. I really like building on my endurance and my fitness too, so just trying to stay as active as possible and trying out new sports along the way. But as for goals, I'm not sure. I think at some point, I'd really like to try out running a half marathon, which is 13 miles if I'm not mistaken. So I think I'd need to do some more training to get there, but I think that would be fun. Or like a full or longer triathlon. I think that would be super fun. So yeah. How did your sister do on her weight loss journey? So for those of you who've been subscribed to me for over a year, you know that I started this journey with my sister, and she chose to not remain on film for her own personal reasons, and I totally respect that. She's doing awesome. She's still trucking along on her weight loss, and we're both supporting each other, and yeah, it's just going awesome. Are you worried about putting the weight back on, especially during pregnancy? I actually have thought about this, because in my only previous 2 pregnancies, I was much heavier, and being much heavier, I didn't gain hardly any weight. With Kayla, I think I gained around 5 pounds, and with Riley, I gained 10 pounds, or with Kayla, I gained nothing, something like that. I don't remember now, but I basically gained nothing, and by the time I had the baby, I was lighter than before I got pregnant, and that happened with both of them. So I never really had to watch the scale creep up on me each week at each week or each month at my midwife appointment, which was kind of nice. But now, being in a normal weight range, obviously I'm going to be gaining a heck of a lot more weight. So I think I just need to be in the right mindset before I get pregnant, and know that that's going to happen, and know that I'm capable of getting the weight off when the baby's out and I'm ready to get the weight off. At least I know I can do it now, so I think that'll help me, but I don't know how I'm going to feel watching that scale creep up. I also have no idea how much weight I would gain. I have no idea, but I have thought about it. How many clothes sizes did you lose? I think the biggest size I was like an 18, and right now I'm a size 8. Depends though, some things I'm a 6 and some things I'm a 10. So I'm going to go with 10 clothing sizes, which is insane for me to even think about. But yeah, 10 clothing sizes. How do you motivate yourself into eating the right foods and resisting the wrong foods? Motivation. I need to do a whole video about motivation, but I just want to put out there that I do give in to the wrong foods. I am not perfect. I definitely do indulge here and there. I just try and keep it all in perspective, I guess. I'm not the type of person, well, at this point in my weight loss journey, I'm not the type of person who's doing like a cheat day. I've done that in the past and I don't feel like that has helped me. So I feel like not having that cheat day and just having everything, you know, they say in moderation. It's very cliche, but it does really work for me. If I want something, I'm gonna eat it. But I've learned kind of what my limits are, and I'll just watch the scale the next day or two to see how it affected me. And I've been doing this for pretty much a year now, so I'm pretty aware of how much I can eat and what it's going to make me gain or lose. I'm pretty in tune with myself, I guess. But I do give in. I definitely do give in. Have you got any tips for someone who's just starting to lose weight? Yeah, I have tons. It's really a mental battle, I feel like, for myself anyways. I feel like this answer is going to be different for everyone, but just don't look at it as a short-term thing. Don't look at it as like, okay, I'm going to do a 30-day diet and I'm going to drop 10 pounds and then I'm going to be great. The way you have to look at it is that you got to that weight because of a habit that you were doing, either the quantity of food you were eating or what you were eating. So again, it's kind of cliche, but it's, at least for me, I had to think of it as a lifestyle change. And I think that's why I'm still going a year later, because for once, finally, I didn't look at it as just like a 30-day diet or a 60-day diet. I decided that I was ready and that I was just going to change everything. So I know that at the end of this weight loss journey, whenever I hit the goal that I'll be happy with, I can't go back to the way that I was eating or the things that I was eating, or I'm just going to end up in the same spot. So you just kind of have to look at it as you're changing yourself for good, for the better. I don't know. I'm trying to think if this could be such a long-winded answer. I think when you're first starting to lose weight or going on a weight loss journey, I think you should really focus on what you're eating as opposed to exercise in the beginning. That's what worked for me. I know that, and I've heard that 80% of weight loss is diet and 20% is exercise. So I think it'd be really good to get your eating habits under control first before also adding on exercise, because if you do too much change, you're gonna want to quit. So just take things slowly, focus on eating first, then when the weight's dropping off with that, add exercise, it'll drop off even faster, and just look at the bigger picture. Continue to do long term. How long was it before you and others started noticing the weight dropping off? Oh man, that was a year ago. I started noticing within those first few weeks, because I was like, the first week I think I dropped 6 pounds and the next week was 2. I lost really quickly in the beginning, so I started noticing on myself right away. Other people probably started noticing maybe 2 months in or so, but I didn't see a lot of people that I didn't already see on a regular basis, like my husband or my mom or my sister. And when you see someone all the time, it's harder to see a big change. What was really cool was the fact that I was on maternity leave and I went back to work in, what was it, April. So I think I was down like 50 or 60 pounds then when I went back to work. And when they last saw me, I was like 7 months pregnant, so it was a big shock to them. That was pretty exciting. How do you stay motivated to eat the right foods to keep the weight off? Is it hard sometimes to resist the cravings? And what do you do when that happens? That's similar to the other question. I do give in. If I want something, I will eat it. I'll try not to eat too much of it. I try and keep a lot of the things that aren't good for me out of my house because I am weak. Like I think most people are. If it's there, I'm going to want to eat it. So I try and keep it out of my house. What do I do when it happens? I mean, if I eat too much one day, or I know I did, or too much of the wrong thing, I just start fresh the next day. I just keep trekking along. I don't let one thing ruin my week. I'm not like, okay, it's Wednesday, I've screwed up, I'm gonna start again that Monday. No, I just wake up the next day, maybe work out an extra bit longer, or maybe eat extra healthy the next day, and just continue on and continue on. I know that it's going to continue on for months and months and months. I mean, I can't sustain a weight loss program that makes me feel too restrictive, so I think that's why I went about it so slowly, because I knew that if I put too much pressure on myself, like you can't eat this, or it's after this time, or you can't eat more than that I would be like, screw it and just eat it. So I do what I want to do, but I've learned along the way how much I can get away with. I guess that's my best answer for that. All right, and the last question, what is your current favorite lunch and snack? For lunch, I've been eating pretty much the same thing for quite a few months here. Well, same thing but different varieties, and that's a salad. And usually I'll have cucumbers in my salad, tomatoes in my salad, some kind of protein, like right now it's turkey because we have turkey in our house, or like grilled chicken, or Harrison makes like turkey sausages, or beef, whatever we have in our house, I'll throw it in. I cut up some low-fat cheese and throw it in. I put soy nuts in because I like crunchy things in my salad, and then just whatever vegetables like bell peppers or mushrooms or onions or anything like that. And then I mix it all up and I put vinegar in it because it makes everything like really tangy, and eat it. That's my lunch. I know it's gonna sound gross to some of you, but it tastes good to me. And favorite snack, well, I really like that dried coconut that I showed you in one of my favorites videos. I think that's tasty. Prunes, I eat a lot of prunes, but that's also helpful to me because having celiac disease, I need a little extra fiber, so I like prunes. I really like sweet things, like I have Chapman's frozen yogurt in my house, and I eat that. I like that. I like peanut butter, rice crackers. I can't believe I didn't think of rice crackers. I'm addicted to rice crackers. If I could cut out rice crackers, I think I could drop this last 10 pounds like relatively easy. But definitely the rice crackers that are my downfall. So yeah, I think that answers that question. Let me know if I missed any weight loss questions down below in the comments, and I will answer them. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!